The story of the film begins in a church in 1970, where Kate is performing religious music while her family watches and feels proud of her after 20 years. Now, Kate is drinking when a stranger starts talking to her and catches her attention by guessing Kate's favorite song. After noticing Kate's suitcase, he asks her if she has just arrived in the city. Kate explains that she has a job interview the next day and that she left her friend's house earlier because of family disputes, so she isn't ready to return home. The next morning, Kate wakes up naked, and the man she spent the night with informs her that he is going out to buy breakfast and even offers her a hot bath. As the day begins, he gives her a dreamy start with a mug of hot cappuccino and leaves Kate alone. Kate happily steps into the shower, unaware that Ed's wife suddenly walks in and confronts her. Kate claims to be a plumber, which sounds ridiculous, and Ed's wife throws a wet Kate out of the house, along with her suitcase. And so begins Kate's dreamlike morning. Kate goes to the shop where she currently works, and her manager, Santa, is surprised to see her arriving early. Santa exclaims about the trouble she has caused, referencing a friend's fish that is drying up at home. Eventually, Kate throws the hairdryer into the aquarium, and the fish dies. While Kate is advising a customer to buy a doll, her sister arrives and insists that Kate leaves the store immediately so they can talk. Kate's sister urges her to call their mother right away and answer her calls while still at the store. During the conversation with her angry mother, Santa berates Kate in front of others, stating that she doesn't work at all and gets paid for nothing. Kate doesn't seem to care and busies herself with dusting the shop's decor. In the meantime, she notices a picture of a beautiful boy through the shelf. She approaches him and inquires about what he's looking at. Tom shows Kate a picture of a rare bird, but as Kate looks at it, the bird defecates on her eye. Kate returns to the shop to wash her eyes. Later, Tom enters the shop and discovers that Kate's eyes have improved. He informs her that bird droppings are considered good luck and suggests they take a walk together. Kate refuses and blames him for the incident. Knowing this, she guides Tom out of the shop. Shortly after, a mysterious man enters the store and gazes at Santa in amazement before approaching her. At first sight, they both fall in love with each other, and Kate helplessly looks at the picture of this loving couple, feeling sorry. The man leaves the store, and Kate tells Santa that she is very attracted to him, but Santa denies it. Santa instructs the doors to be locked and the lights to be turned off before leaving. Kate realizes that she forgot about her singing audition and rushes out of the store. Unintentionally leaving the door unlocked, she hurries to the hall and arrives just in time to perform. However, the judges give her the worst score, leaving Kate defeated. She walks out onto the street and coincidentally encounters Tom again, who once more asks her to take a walk. This time, Kate agrees and accepts Tom's request in exchange for helping her change her clothes. Tom takes Kate to a beautiful street in the heart of London, and they walk together before heading to a lovely park near Tom's house. While in the park, Tom shares with Kate how special this place is. Later on, Tom accompanies Kate to the bus stop, and they part ways. Kate then goes to her oldest friend Jenna's house to spend the night in her baby room. After sleeping on the couch, Kate goes to the bar for a drink, which annoys Rufus, Jenna's wife, who insists that she shouldn't stay there because the flimsy structure completely burned down. The next morning, a distressed Kate kicks out the man who was brought to Rufus's house the previous night. Shortly after, she accidentally destroys Rufus's new structure, leading her to return to the store with her suitcase. However, upon arrival, she discovers that the store has been robbed. When the police ask her if she saw anything suspicious, Kate, who left the door open, denies witnessing anything. After the police leave, Santa, aware that Kate didn't lock the door, confesses that she broke the glass herself to claim insurance damages. Santa gives Kate a final warning, stating that if her distractions continue, she will be forced to fire her. With no place to stay, Kate notices Tom's presence and tells him that she has nowhere to go. She accompanies Tom to the place where he works, a center to help the homeless, which she reluctantly agrees to stay at. Eventually, Kate calls her father to take her to her mother's house. She spends the night with her worried mother, and the next morning they visit Kate's doctor, who has a heart condition. She is sensitive to her mother's interference, and as a result, the doctor becomes more concerned about Kate's condition. He warns her about the current state of her heart health. Tom visits the store to see Kate and assists her with her work. Kate shares with Tom the hardships her family faced after fleeing Czechoslovakia at the beginning of the war. In a secretive and illegal act, Tom takes Kate to a ski resort and attempts to teach her how to ski. However, they are forced to escape when the ski resort guard arrives. Kate informs Tom that the date was off to a successful start for her. She discusses her broken relationship with Santa, and Tom suggests that Kate do a good deed for Santa. Following Kate's instructions, she sets up a situation where Santa can talk to the man she loves. Kate's audition takes place on the skating rink, and everything goes perfectly. She is on the verge of accepting the role, but as she exits, she falls down, changing the judge's opinion. Kate goes to the homeless center to see Tom but fails to find him and returns home. During dinner, Martha sarcastically remarks that Kate doesn't do anything right and only causes trouble. After a heated argument with her family, Kate leaves the house. With nowhere to sleep, she goes to the homeless center and sees Tom leaving. After finishing work, he invites Kate to his house. Kate confesses that after the heart transplant, she is mentally disturbed and feels unlucky. She has a feeling that she lost her own heart, and someone else's heart beats inside her body. Tom embraces Kate and tells her that she is special and lucky to be alive. Kate reveals that Tom has become a significant person in her life, making her feel strong. Tom then helps Kate to bed, and they sing a lullaby, leading to their first kiss. The following morning, Kate starts her day happily. After finishing her shift, she goes to the grounds of the homeless center with a banner and sings a Christmas poem to help the homeless. As time passes, more money is raised for the homeless, and Kate spends more time with them, volunteering to organize talent shows that bring joy. Kate's colleague at the charity inquires about Tom, but Kate states that she hasn't seen him in a few days. She goes to the park where she first went with Tom and finds him there. Kate expresses how much she misses Tom and hasn't heard from him lately. She kisses him, but Tom hesitates and advises Kate not to fall in love with him. Heartbroken, Kate leaves the park without listening to Tom's explanation. As usual, Kate goes to the bar for a drink and declines an offer from a man who wants to buy her a drink. She leaves without realizing it. Kate has improved her relationship with Santa and her mother and goes shopping with her mother. They buy a bottle of wine for her sister to break down the wall of separation between them. She also relieves their distress by buying a goldfish for her friend who accidentally killed it and a small ship for Rufus, whose structure burned down. Kate finally goes to Tom's house to see him but discovers that the house has been put up for sale, and no one has lived there for months. The sales manager explains to Kate that the previous owner, Tom, lost his life in an accident on Christmas Eve last year, and that night his heart was transplanted to Kate. Stunned, Kate realizes that none of her memories with Tom were real. He only existed in her mind and indirectly helped improve her life. Kate goes to her favorite park, Tom's Park, where she sees Tom standing in front of her. She asks how she felt Tom in all the memories, and Tom responds, "Because a big part of me is in your body." He asks Kate to take care of his heart. In the final sequence of the film, Kate invites her family and friends to a charity party. She performs a beautiful ceremony, urging everyone to appreciate and enjoy their lives. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications.